Once that thing takes over, once it starts wobbling on you, I mean, it's Jesus take the wheel.
So Chooch doesn't know much about this wheel. We're gonna play the prices right here. How much do you think for the Abram?
Just for the design of it, the look of it, the feel of it, I think it would be about 3,200.
32?
Yeah.
That's about right.
I think
the Commander?
I'll go 2,800 on this.
2,800. Okay, what if I told you that this was $4,000?
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
In this episode of Chooch and Chang, we get Chooch on two newly released electric unicycles, the Extreme Bull Commander, which is the most expensive EUC in the world right now, and the Veteran Abrams, the heaviest EUC in the world. But the day doesn't go as planned, and Chooch nearly crashes both wheels. Here's the first while riding the Veteran Abrams.
Woo! Speed bubbles on that one, huh?
Yeah.
What happened? That was wobbling pretty big.
I thought I had to lose it. I was like, no, I can't drop it. I can't drop it. It got completely loose, and I couldn't control it at all because that thing is like more than half my body weight, you know? And so it just, once that thing takes over, once it starts wobbling on you, and you're not a heavy rider, I mean, it's Jesus take the wheel. I mean, you're singing Carrie Underwood, just hoping this thing's gonna right up and take you on. Because, dude, I literally thought I was going down on it. Like, whenever I got those wobbles, y'all saw me, man. I was like, dude, this is bad.
He got these crazy wobbles, and we thought for sure he was going down.
It was just straight chatter. So I literally got on that wheel, spent about, I'd say, what, about 2 or 3 minutes on it?
Not even that, maybe like half a minute.
Yeah.
Just literally down the road.
It took off down the road. I mean, it felt stable, it felt solid. And I got on that thing, and it just, with loose legs, and it just started dancing a little bit. And then once it started going, if I didn't slow down and just kind of, in my head would have given up on it, it would have thrown me on the ground easily. I'm so used to having like Clark pedals now.
Yeah.
There's no way you can ride. It feels so weird.
Those are the pads that come with it.
Yeah. The stock setup on this thing is just all wrong.
Oh yeah. I agree with you on that one. 100%.
All wrong.
When riding an unfamiliar EUC, treat it like a first date. Don't rush things. Take the time to get familiar with the wheel and learn the nuances before pushing things further.
Yeah, so like whenever I got to Sherman, because it was such a heavy wheel, I had to literally sit in the parking lot for like an hour and just get used to it.
Yeah, no, that thing's 100 pounds right there.
So the plan was to go to a secret little spot where Chooch loves to hit some dirt jumps, but we ran into another problem.
I wish the dirt jumps were opened up. We had a great plan to go over here and hit some dirt jumps that have been there since the 70s, and it's all just too muddy because of the snow. You don't want to get this one muddy, do you? You want to go ride to Golden from here?
Okay.
Head south on North Eldridge Street.
You got a preference on which wheel you want to try?
Honestly, now that this one's almost throwing me on the ground, I kind of want to keep conquering it.
Okay, yeah, there you go. I like it. We got Chooch up there on the Veteran Abrams. I'm on Extreme Bull Commander. Whoa, there's a lot of potholes here. And then we've got Andrew back there on Chooch's wheel, and we're trying to keep up with Chooch.
Chooch mentioned how he prefers Clark pads on his EUCs for that stable and confident locked-in feeling. You can even see the Clark pads here on Chooch's wheel. I have a set of Clark pads on my InMotion V12 and I love them. All EUCs need some sort of power pads for comfort and safety, and Clark pads are some of the best. Special thanks to clarkpads.com for being a supporter of our YouTube channel. One lucky subscriber to the channel is going to win a set of brand new universal Clark pads. To enter to win, check out the comments below.
Fun riding with Chooch, only most of the time we're just trying to keep up. He's so fast.
This thing's fun. I'm having a blast on it.
Yeah, you look like you're getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
What did it take?
It just takes a minute to get used to it. What I'm noticing is, you know, whenever you're snowboarding, you always have to stay on an edge. You can't really like ride flat because you'll snag an edge. With this one, I notice if you're carving all the time, it makes it more stable. If you are having wobbles, one thing you can do to combat that is always be carving.
Yeah.
Because then you're always in control of the wheel.
The last time I rode with you, you inspired me to learn how to ride backwards. Today, I want you to inspire me to learn how to ride a little faster. I feel like Chooch is amazingly fast, and if you can just give me maybe your top few tips on how to ride fast.
So always look ahead is the number one thing. Is never look in front of you like directly down. Head should be up. Whenever I come around that corner right there, I'm already looking over that bridge. I'm not looking at this corner, I'm looking over that bridge over there. And all this is seen in the peripheral. You go from point A to point B, point A to point B, and line it up as long as you can see. And that's probably my biggest tip.
Okay.
And then staying loose and light. and being able to kind of float over every little thing there. So if you do hit something, it's not gonna throw you forward or throw you back or anything like that. Because that's one thing that when I first started riding always happened. A little pothole or an anomaly, you hit it, and if your posture's not right, it'll throw you forward like this, and then you're just revving up full speed, and like you don't want that. Stay loose and light on it. With this wheel and like newer wheels, give it time and don't do what I just did, where you get on a new wheel and like accelerate on it full send, because every single wheel is different. The weight on them is distributed completely different. Give it time.
So those are Chooch's tips. As I try to keep up with him, I'm gonna set my target. I'm gonna be loose and light on my feet, and I'm gonna get familiar with my equipment.
On either one of these wheels, I'll probably get wobbles for the next month. And it's just because you're figuring out exactly where to put your feet, exactly where to put your weight. So don't be afraid to change your pads, your stance, right on the ball of your foot, grip it with the side of your foot, whatever you got to do.
We switched it up. I'm on the Abrams now, and Chooch is on the Commander.
This wheel feels really good though initially. Like, I love the weight of it. The weight just like, this thing feels good.
It just feels balanced.
It's exactly what I was thinking. Like the weight just feels in the perfect place. It literally feels like, compared to that, dude. Isn't it crazy how much like this wheel feels 10 times easier to ride? Like if you got that as your first wheel, you'd be pissed off.
Yeah, no, this is not a first wheel for sure.
And while we all agree that the Commander feels balanced and comfortable with huge batteries and huge range, the high torque version is not for everyone, and here's why.
This thing feels awesome. I did hit 35 quick on it though. I did hit beats.
Okay.
I feel like there's more left in the tank.
So this is the high torque version too, right? I still heard beeps.
I think it's still beeping at about 35. 38?
So that was Chooch, he just got 38. Getting some beeps, so we're trying to figure out how to turn off those beeps.
Well, they about threw me off. Y'all see that? Y'all see
No.
it dive?
What happened?
It died?
The power killed,
surged?
and it surged and went down, dude, and about threw me off.
But you leaned back and it picked back up?
Yep.
That's crazy.
My heart dropped, bro. Like, literally, dude. My heart is
I
like
bet.
pounding right now, dude. Right after that thing, it fully dipped, and I felt the motor re-engage and rapid.
Oh man, that's never...
Chooch taking over Jimmy's camera.
If you found anything helpful in this video, then help us out and give us a thumbs up. Now, let's head back to the cars to get Chooch's first ride impressions on the world's most expensive and the world's heaviest electric unicycles.
All right, I'm trying to do what Chooch taught me. Have a target, be light on my feet.
So the Commander, the center of gravity feels low and perfect. Like literally, like this wheel, the Commander feels like a race wheel out of the box. The only thing that is hindered on it is the top speed. So with this, I was only able to get 38 miles an hour top speed. It feels like you should be able to get like 43 out of it, but like that 38 where it dipped on me really scared me. It handles great. The acceleration out of the corners is phenomenal. The carving is phenomenal on it, and the weight setup on it is perfect on that wheel. And I think anybody that's ridden any other wheel will get on that thing and say the same thing.
This right here is the world's most expensive electric unicycle.
Like it handles perfect, and acceleration's there, but no way. The top speed at 38 miles an hour, I wouldn't pay that much.
What if it was a high speed version and it did go 50?
If it went 50, I still wouldn't. I'd go with the Sherman. Yeah, I'd go with the Sherman. It's a great wheel, but the top speed needs to be higher. You know, 3,600 watt hours of range. That's a lot of ride. I mean, that's where the cost is coming from. You can just go all day. And I think there's still a market for that. The only reason I would buy the Abrams is if I'm long range commuting and I'm not doing any technical riding at all. Having a 22-inch tire on there, whenever I took that little gravel off-road trail to the side, I mean, you saw that. It doesn't feel like anything, and you're moving so fast on it. So if you have a lot of uneven terrain to cover, some bad roads, and you're just trying to get from point A to point B, and you're looking for something to seriously replace a car, like that's what you're gonna want to get. But if you're gonna want something to have fun with, to go on traditional rides to play in parks with, that's just not going to do it. It's just going to be difficult to do it, and the top heaviness of it is just something I don't like.
Every time I ride with Chooch, I learn something new. Today, I learned how to ride fast.
Yep.
Although, not nearly as fast as this guy.
You're riding that thing as fast as it goes, man. We were cruising.
Now this wheel is gonna go with Chooch. We're gonna wish him good luck on his race. By the time you guys watch this video, he will probably have already raced, so make sure to go check out his channel for that footage. Thank you to Yuko for letting us borrow the Commander. Free motion for the Abrams. Wear your safety gear.
Take care.